How's it going, everybody? Andy McCullough from the Los Angeles Times here with Bill Plaschke and Dylan Hernandez, also of the Los Angeles Times. We are coming to you live from Miller Park after the Dodgers lost Game 1 of the NLCS to the Milwaukee Brewers. Bill, what do you think happened out there?
It ended, and Dodger fans will say, oh, they came back. They got the time running third base at the top of the ninth. Justin Turner strikes out to end the game. But they never should have been in this position. It was a complete mess for 7 innings. 4 errors, 2 passed balls. Clayton Kershaw, as Andy writes about in the LA Times, just disintegrated on the mound again. It was a mess of a game, isn't it? In fact, did you use the word disintegrate?
No, because that's like the end of the Avengers.
Oh, I guess okay. He didn't use that. Nor did I. Ron Perlman. I just kind of thought you did.
Code ring or whatever. I mean, it was a bad one. It was a bad one, and I think it it follows the pattern of Kershaw's postseason career in that he will have a good one, and a lot of times there will be a bad one lurking right at the other end. And he threw 8 scoreless the other day against the Atlanta Braves. It was a very good performance, and today he faced a better lineup, but not exactly the Houston Astros.
No,
it was rough.
Yeah, and whatever, maybe if you think, okay, maybe there are a couple avenues of escape here.
Yeah.
Grandal just shut the doors there, basically.
Yeah, I mean, that was rough.
And kind of trapped him into, whatever opportunities he had to squibble out of it. Basically, the defense behind him let him down.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was Grandal in the 3rd inning, Chris Taylor in the 4th.
Chris Taylor's error hurt a lot.
Yeah, and so, yeah, it wasn't good.
Well, let me ask you guys this. People down in the clubhouse are saying, well, we went through 7 Brewer relievers, whatever it was. We got into their bullpen. We wore them out a little bit. This was actually a loss.
Yeah, but the Brewers
this was a loss that could lead to a victory.
The Brewers did that on purpose. I mean, they're almost punting Game 2 with the way they managed today. Like the Brewers understand that in order to win this series, unless they have sort of a shock and awe campaign and they can get up 6 runs like they did tonight, it's going to take 7 games. The Dodgers are a better team. They're better at everything, essentially, except for the Brewers have 3 really good relievers, and really only one of them's a difference maker. But the Dodgers have a better lineup, better starting rotation, better defense, although not tonight.
And that's why tonight was so discouraging for them,
yeah,
because they played horribly.
Because it fell into the trap of a way that the Brewers can win this game in 6 or 7, win this series in 6 or 7 games, which is what I predicted in the newspaper.
At the same time, though, to me, this kind of felt like tonight kind of demystified the Brewers bullpen. You see that these guys aren't unhittable. You can do things against them. The Dodgers did. Hader's, like you said. I mean,
Hader's done,
and they're going to go back.
Josh Hader's done,
and the Dodgers are going to go back 1-1, right?
Yeah.
To LA,
I think
probably.
we all agree with that on that.
Which means that we're going to come back here, Plash. We get to experience Miller Park for a second time.
Miller Park, by the way, dome freezing. Explain it. Dome cold. Dome cold. Who built this place?
That's how you can afford Lorenzo Cain.
My hotel room is more comfortable than this.
It costs $100 million to get Lorenzo Cain. They don't turn on the heat here, so that's how they save it on
that's
the bill.
The thing is, you would think that there are no environmental protections here either.
But
right?
now
probably burn all the fossil fuels.
But all this positivity, I was still very critical of the
regulations.
I was still very critical of the Dodgers tonight, and I hope that
they should have been. They didn't play well.
They didn't play well.
Even here's the thing. I don't know. Is our job is to come out of this game parroting what the Dodgers are saying.
I did not do.
I mean, I'm not accusing you of that. Obviously,
no,
Dylan probably did. But they can say all the rhetoric they want. Oh yeah, we made them burn the relievers.
They're down 1-0.
Yeah, it's going to hurt them going forward. They're down 1-0.
And when's the last time they were down 1-0 in an NLCS? 2016, and they lost to the Cubs in 6.
And they said a similar thing then. We burned Aroldis Chapman. We got thrown. It's like.
And they won Game 2 then.
And they won Game 2, and they lost in 6. Now, obviously, they have a talent advantage here in a way that they didn't then, but the Brewers have a strat advantage. They have a tactical advantage, and you saw with the way they were able to sort of wipe out full innings, in the middle of the game.
And what was Julio Urias doing in the game? What's he doing on the roster?
I have no idea.
The home run by Aguilar against Urias proved to be the decisive run in this game. As I wrote in my column tomorrow, even the front office didn't get off the hook on this one.
I don't understand why he's on the roster.
Yeah, and I think the more kind of going back to your point. I think what's kind of problematic here about the way they played, to me, it's not so much about this series. I still think whatever they can bungle this every way they want, and I still think they're going to get through. But the problem is whoever comes out of the AL is going to probably sweep this version of the Dodgers. You know, I think they need to.
So we're already talking about the World Series and we're down 1-0.
The Dodgers are down 1-0, but don't worry,
bring on the
Dodgers
Astros.
fans, it's only going to get worse. That's why you're the best, Dylan. All right, thank you for watching, everyone. You can read all about this in the pages.
We're all picking the Dodgers to win tomorrow, so when we come on here, you can run that replay, right?
I'm the only one who picked them to actually lose this series. I think but that's fine. I'm just an objective journalist, unlike the people.
No, you saw objective tonight. Like Dylan said, they got to the Brewers. They're a better team.
Hey,
you said they're a better team. You just said it.
No one has more ethics than you.
Yeah,
so thank you.
Jesus.
Thank you for watching. You can read all about this in the pages of the LA Times and at latimes.com/Dodgers. Have a good night.